Wilt Chamberlain is the greatest center of all time. That's a phrase you've heard nobody say, but it still might be true. Today, the 7'1", 300-pound monster is treated like some sort of mythical creature. But the man was real, and the only myths are those that people have used to bring down his legend. The legend of the greatest center of all time. Wilt wasn't just strong and athletic, he was the strongest and the most athletic player to ever play the game. He was a university track star, could bench 600 pounds, and had 200-pound men bounce off him like nothing. Everybody knows about him averaging over 50 points in a season, but that same year he sat for just 8 minutes all year, during a time where the pace of the game was much faster than today. Back then, the average center was 6'10". Did Wilt have an advantage? Sure, but it had little to do with when he played. He was a freak no matter what. Besides, people rarely hold that against Bill Russell. Speaking of which, it's ridiculous to think that an athlete can be labeled as a loser when they are the best player on 2 championship teams, but that's exactly where we're at with Wilt Chamberlain. And the main reason? He played against Bill Russell, and more importantly, the Boston Celtics of the 1960s. But don't hold it against Wilt. Russell had 2 of the greatest players of all time on his team in Bob Cousy and then later, John Havlicek. Not to mention, guys like Casey and Sam Jones and Bill Sharman. The Celtics were stacked. As far as elite talent, Wilt was all alone until Billy Cunningham came along in '66. The next year, they won the title. Then, he teamed up with Jerry West in LA, where they got a then-record 69 wins and a championship. He's on 2 of the top 5 best teams as far as regular season record. Bill Russell maxed out at a measly 62 wins. Perhaps the one thing he's even better known for than his scoring prowess is his scoring prowess.
And his statement's going to follow you around for a while that you...
For a while.
That you slept with 20,000 women. You made that statement.
Because whenever people see me now, they go, 20,000. And let's see, he must have started when he was like 15, and he's now maybe 55. So let's see, 20,365 into 20,000. And, you know, and then...
So you're getting people thinking.
Not only that, I'm teaching them mathematics, which is...
Even if he was doing what every man does and multiplied the real number by 3, that's still almost 7,000 women, or well over 1,000 times as many as I've slept with. But that's just a number he came up with on a napkin at a bar, so take it with a grain of salt. Make up your own mind about where Wilt Chamberlain ranks among the greatest centers of all time. But if you don't have him at the very top, you're probably wrong. I mean, think about it. If this guy can dominate today's league, couldn't this guy? Yeah, that's what I thought.